There we go. I just realized the mic, it turned off. It doesn't, for whatever reason, it doesn't automatically adjust my mic. So, I mean, yeah. Stream settings. Whoops. Save. I'm not gonna end the stream. That'd be dumb. Or I don't think that'd be worth it. Yes. So we're just gonna keep going. Oh wait, I want to put this back on analytics. Okay, well, anyway, we've got audio now. I don't think it even did a mic. I think it just decided up. I plugged my mic in. It was plugged into the computer. I don't think it updated my mic, but I don't think it not only updated my mic, I don't think it even chose a mic instead of just defaulting back to a regular mic. I think it just said, well, no mic. Which, speaking of, I probably should bring my mic right in front of me. There we go. Now my mic should be really good. We don't want to go that far up. The Google thing down here for the stream looks like it looks like you can go further, scroll further down, but it can't, and it's really weird. It looks like it's getting cut off. Okay, so we're gonna continue leading with Scyther, I guess. It's Scyther or Urso here because they're easily the two lowest. As much as I want Zuko to evolve, I'm not about to just lead with it. I'd like to get those other Pokemon leveled up. Okay. It took us 15 minutes to get to a rocket battle thanks to all that. Fun. Rocket Grunt. That was rad. I like how Rad shakes its ass. Headbutt. Headbutt is strong. Hypervine, that is also pretty strong. It's like base 70-ish power, and it's really a Rattata move. And then it becomes, I think, some other, like, rats type thing. Yungoos and, like, Patrat, I think, get it. Maybe a couple other Pokemon. But it's base, like, 70 power. Open one shot or other closes, but you can't get where you want. This took me a little bit of gold. Okay. Muck. Oh, okay. Level 23, but it's a Muck. If we couldn't kill Rattata, there's no way we're killing this. I'm gonna go into the Do-Do, because I think I would rather try to kill with Harden. I could rather try to get the hell kill just because, again, lowest level Pokemon. That's level 33. Action 6 is not what we want. We should get Earthquake eventually, but I don't know what level offhand. Pound. That's not going to do anything. Magnitude 6. Oh, okay. I'm glad I noticed that because I was doing research. Why do I have to click A for? I guess it means I won't miss anything, so. Rattata, will I switch? No, I guess I'm just staying. Earthquake's at 41. Is that the same for... Could you click on Golem, please? I'm gonna see if it's the same for Golem. I'll go for Headbutt 2. Yeah, 41, so... We've got a little ways to go before we get Earthquake. Oh, they're going for you. Coughing. There's no abilities in this game. so I don't have to worry about levitate. The coughing technically is self-destruct, but I'm very physically tanky, so I'm just not afraid of self-destruct, even if it cuts my defense in half, and then it does it. That's how it works in the early games, is it cuts your defense in half before it goes off. So that base 2 something move is a lot stronger. A lot stronger than it seems. I would like to know the secret. Rocket Girl wants to battle. Coffee. Would it have self-destruct at this point? Go for headbutt. Sludge. Okay, no poison, nice. But should kill. Crit. Don't think I needed that. To level up. I really like Scyther's stat line right now. It's very nice. Go back into Do and Magnitude. I like the bright colors too of like Scyther. Very vibrant. Magnitude 6. Guess that's just what we're getting today is Magnitude 6s. All I needed is 7. I don't even think it's like that rare to get 7 or anything. I think 6, 7, 8 are the most common, so getting active 6s is kind of annoying. Super effective. 7. Oh, actually, do I need to heal? No, I want to fight people before I heal. Full heal. Oh, and that reminds me when they swap these two real quick. Teddy should evolve in like 2-3 levels or something. Train on that way. I do not know the order you need to click the switches. That one stayed on. That one opened up. They ditched this project before they finished. I'm searching for leftover loot. Is one of these two burglar ready? Yeah, burglar ready. I love burglar ready because on that one radio show, one of the lines they gave was Burglar Eddie is just my type, and I thought that was really funny since he's a burglar. Doing a lot of not quite killing. So we go for the feint attack because it's really low. That won't miss, though. None of those others should be missing either. The feint attack's a guarantee, so. Level 7, or Suicune level 28. Probably gonna, well, I'm gonna switch, but I'm gonna probably keep Orso as my lead, because I think Orso's. It does hit with stab strength, but its stats are like 20 below Scyther's offense right now. And Scyther's also way faster and a bit tankier because Scyther is originally a non-evolving Pokemon that got an evolution, and also Scyther and Scizor have the same base stats. It just moves around speed into like defense and I think some attack as well. Some extra attack. So much better than a full-on pre-evolution that is to the Ursa. What did you say? Alright, a hint. Change the order of switching. That'll change the way the shutters open. Yeah. Okay, so we did 1, 2, and 3. Now let's go back to this one. That shut them all? That shuts them all. Switch 1. Oh, this one's not okay. No, it's just that one. Let's Let's go back to switch 3. Shut that one, and shut that one. Okay. Let's do switch 2 again. Nope. Let's go back to switch 3. Switch 3 just needs to be closing the doors. Switch 1. Switch 2. I should check this one up here. Okay, nope. Back to switch 1. Now I'm gonna go back over to 3. And nothing. Okay, I want to reset. Going up and back out. Let's try this again. Let's start with switch 2 this time. So 2's gonna open these up. Not that one. Let's try 3. Now it's gonna close all of them. Okay. How about 2 then 1? Well, 2 and 1 like that opened everything, but and what did this one do? Closed that and opened that. Okay, so what next to try? Do we try 2 or do we try 1? Let me go back over and try 1. And that closed all of the... No, kept this one open. What if we did switch 1 again? And that's not going to keep everything open, fortunately. I'm going to try doing switch 2, and then I'm going to try... What was it, 2, 1, 3? 2, 1, 3, 2 is the next combination I'm going to try. Yeah, that didn't work. Honestly, this was really annoying. Maybe there's a pattern that I just do not see. And I'm going to assume this is also got both of those. Yeah. Just checking to make sure. Oh wait, shoot, did I do 2, 3 or did I do 2, 1? Already forgot. 2, 1, 3 is I think what I did last time, right? Yeah. Okay, so 2, 1, 3, and now we're check 2. Now the door to 1 is closed, but the one past it is open. And doing switch 2 at least gets me down here. Okay. Smoke ball. Interesting. Sure, I'll take it. Now. That was 2, 1, 3, 2. Let's go back to 3. Sure. Okay, so 2, 1, 3, 2, 1 didn't work. Let's try 2, 1. 2 again. And then how about back over to 3 this time? Oh, back to 2. That didn't do anything. Or did it just mess with the bees or something? Oh, I just got an Amber Alert. Okay. That's never good. You never want to see that. So these back and forth, I can't get this one to open. And one seems to just close all of them from here. Oh, not that time though. Now what? Oh wait, could I have gone over there? Shoot, I didn't realize that. I did not realize I could go down from there when I got the smoke box. I think that's where it was. Can I go back to the 2-1-3-2 combination? 2-1-3-2-3. Oh, that shut that. Okay, never mind. Try this again. 2, 1. Yeah. 3. 2. And 1 go back. Well, I'll make sure there's nothing down here. Okay, so yeah, no, I was not fully wrong there. That one blocked going to the left. And it has to be 3 because we tried to get a combination 4. Maybe if I have to start with 3. Be the other thing I think of. Let's try 1. Okay, let's try starting with 3 this time. Immediately just opens that. Do you guys say anything? The one on the end is the one to press first. There we go. You must have ice in your veins, this Team Rocket. So if we go 3, then 2. Doesn't do anything there. 3, 2, 1. Was this really that simple? Fork over your goodies. Burglar Duncan. Coughing. The strength. I love how strength is just throwing a boulder. Small. And we're poisoned, of course. Headbutt. Magmar, my favorite. I would absolutely use a Magmar if it weren't for the fact that my starter was simple for this point. One of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So, there's not many Pokemon that I see and I just get really excited over. Like, the moment I see one in the wild or anything, I'm just like, oh. Time to use it. That's actually a problem I'm having right now when I think ahead in Pokemon playthroughs. I would like to use probably not Saywat on one playthrough. But that would leave me with Superior or Emboar. I'm more interested in Emboar. I like its moveset more. If it doesn't have its ability, I don't think Superior is that good. But I really want to use Darumaka as well in the playthrough for one of the 5 games, because I love Darumaka as well. Now, Emboar is only going to be in that game. Darumaka, I think, is only in that game. I don't think Darumaka comes back. I guess I have to make sure. Okay, so, oh, you know what? I'm going to switch. This time I'm going to switch to go up to the lead. Face the rocket and then go heal. It was only a 3-2-1, so I should be able to get this back up pattern pretty easily. Grunt. Gloom, perfect. Greatly choiced by me, Zuko. Ember. I am not hearing audio at all on my end. I do hope that it's not totally screwed up, but OBS is now giving me the audio on desktop and so I'm just gonna trust that everything is good. I might be poisoned by taking no damage, so we're going to stay in and keep the gloom. I'm just curious as to why. Oh wait, it didn't. I didn't click on the crystal. I was like, why did it stop? Ask me. I just realized though, it just like hit me like, wait a second, I don't hear the audio. Why don't I hear the audio? I have no idea why I'm not hearing the audio. Wait, I've got a theory. Does it think? No. Speakers. Oops. Is this gonna fix it? There we go. Now I can hear my audio. I think it was trying to go through my, the speakers that are connected to the desktop, but the desktop is just being essentially cast to. It's a second monitor. There we go. And I immediately get hit by the poison. How much health do I have? Oh, okay, we're good. 40 steps should certainly make it back. I want to say Zuko also is going to get access to some punches, but I don't think Quilava gets access to punches. Typhlosion, I think it's at least Fire Punch as an option. Definitely not getting... I might get Thunder Punch too. It's definitely not getting as Quilava though, so we'll be stuck with him for a little bit longer. There we go. Now, I might be getting... But I do want to check something real quick. Whoa, what did I do? I don't want any of this. Oh. Okay, it randomly clicked studio mode. Okay. I'm checking something. Okay, never mind, we're good. I have to check my video upload. My video has been taking a day to upload. It's long. It's just annoying. Who's the lead gonna be? I'll go back to Teddy. Actually, straight up. Because I think it's just here, right? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Because I keep thinking this is, I know I was getting this mixed up with Graveler because Orso's a rock bay. But since I just call Teddy Orso Teddy, I'm just gonna re-nickname it Teddy. I'm never gonna get that confused again. Okay. Let's go back over here. So 3, 2, 1 is the magic magic combination. It has only taken 45 minutes almost. 41. Close to 3/4 of an hour just to do this. But I've got Price defeated, so that is one thing I noticed when I got in. Yeah. Probably should have done that before. We're gonna save here. Always good to save. An Ultra Ball. Probably not gonna need that, but cool. I guess that's the director. You're not going any further. I don't show mercy of my enemies, not even brats. Rocket Grunt, Sound Eradicate. Honestly, I'm gonna switch out to Dedue. Because Dedue's fat, being a rock type. And it's also gonna resist. So Hyper Fang is gonna do nothing. Because I know this thing is gonna want to use Hyper Fang. I guess Magnitude because there's 30 PP on it. Magnitude 6, yep. Cursed to only Magnitude 6s. And not killing because that's all I get. Really? I didn't even realize Hyper Fang could make you flinch. There you go. Yeah, I get all the good magnitudes when they're low, and then I get Magnitude 6 when they're at full. It's just how it goes. 32. Golbat. Go Deep Ball it. I don't have a better nickname for Lantern either, so I've kept this. Spark. There we go. Nice one shot. Blast it. Max Ether. That's really nice. That's big for the Elite Four to have as a backup. Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. I remember you. You got me good at our hideout. I have no idea what this guy would have, but I wonder if that is actually got the same Pokemon and everything. That'd be really cool. Since I'm leading and this also isn't evolved, I'll go for the strength, try to get the kill on Grimer. Minimize. 1 up. Nice. Good job, Teddy. 5-1. Wheezing, we're not going to stand for that. We'll go into Dedue. Wheezing. I've got 2 shinies in my Scarlet playthrough. Yeah. My rule is I make my teams ahead of time. I use big teams to spread out my XP. Magnitude 5. And I'll use any shinies I get. This backfired a little bit on me because I think I would have to get Scarlet out. I can't tell you my entire team offhand. I know I started with Skeledirge. I've got a Magcargo because I like Magcargo. I've got a Clefable. I've got a Malamar. I've got a Sceptile and a Blastoise. I don't know who my electric type is offhand. Who else do I have? Hello. How did you get this far? Who else do I have in Scarlet? Oh, it's been a little bit since I played. I got Hitmonchan. I got Yanmega. Not sure. Man, who is my electric type? Oh, Toxtricity. I wanted to use Toxtricity, Magcargo, and Malamar. Those were like the big ones that I was really like. I'd like to use these Pokemon. Like I said, I can't tell you my entire team offhand, but I do know it got a little bit out of hand. Got a little bit bigger than I typically would go. Just a bit. And I got a shiny Mareep early, and then I got a shiny Coughing, and then I got another shiny Coughing. If I didn't have 2 evolutions, I would have just kept 1, but they have 2 evolutions, so now I've got a regular Coughing, or a regular Wheezing, and a Galarian Wheezing. I should add what's its face? The Elephant. Great Tusk. I had a Great Tusk. Because you get Great Tusk early. Poison again. You get Great Tusk earlier than you get all the other ancient Pokemon. And it's a cool type, and it looks really cool, so I don't want to use it. I only had 1 ground type, Gliscor. That's my ground type. Rest. I don't want to run Rest. Technically, I could get rid of Headbutt or something, but I got disposed of. Team, I'll keep going. Waiting for the return of Giovanni. We'll do whatever it takes. Who? What? You came to rescue me? Thank you. The radio tower. What's happening there? Taken over by Team Rocket? Here, take this card key. There we go. Finally about to beat Team Rocket. They may be able to control Pokemon using a special signal. Oops. I wanted to go down and didn't register my command. There we go. Yeah, I had to click that twice. Team 35. What is that? Sleep Talk. I mean, I could have rested and sleep talked, or rested and snored, but that's the only I can think of. So I went like rest snore as a combination. Ooh, an Amulet coin. That's nice. Pokemon. You know what? Let's just go to give the Amulet coin. I want to keep it in front until it evolves, so. Okay, there's still some items over here that can't get to. 1. Okay. Let's go over here and heal again. I played a little bit of Mario Kart earlier. Definitely made me kind of want to stream Mario Kart, not gonna lie. But with the video uploading, I thought, what a fucking Chad. Route 38, okay. We're gonna remember this. But we're gonna finish Team Rocket first. We're not gonna go on a side quest to battle Chad. As funny as that'd be. Change the episode title from destroying Team Rocket to defeating Chad once and for all. It's the car key slot. There we go. Why did the shutter open? Did you have something to do with this? Nah, I'm an innocent bystander, you know? Rocket Grunt. Eradicate. That's an immediate switch. So after this, we're gonna go Ruby and then Pearl, and then head back to Leaf Green, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then the third versions. The reasoning being, I decided that I'm not sure I can handle playing Gen 4 3 times in a row. Really, 4. Mainly because Diamond and Pearl just... Oh boy. I tried to play Pearl on my own, because I was like, I'm not going to be at Pearl for 10. There we go, that makes up for it. I was like, I'm not going to be at Pearl for a little bit. But it not only has a super limited Pokédex, but there's so many Pokemon that for no reason at all... Actually, I am going to switch. I just want to kill. Quickly. That for no reason at all are like time locked, or trade locked, or item locked and you don't get the item, or it's pure chance. Like you have to go underground to get the Thunderstone to evolve Pikachu, who's one of 3 electric types in the game. The Shinx line, Pachirisu, and Pikachu. There's 2 ice types in the game. It's Abomasnow and Weavile, and they're allergic to giving Weavile their correct moves, so it's just like, what? It is just... I guess we'll fight both of these. Oh, I'm behind the Team Rocket Fortress here. Does he have a fortress? Oh, executive. He does not have a fortress, he's a Golbat. Teddy! Or to go back into the dew. But I was like, that's gonna be rough. And then Heart Gold and Soul Silver, going back to that. Not that it's, I mean, I'm gonna give myself optimism going into those. I think it'll be more enjoyable than previous playthroughs. But I do kind of wonder when you got a really limited dex in Gen 4, and then you go into Gen 4 or Gen 2 remakes. There's a part of me that's like, am I going to be using them? Am I going to be getting really used to Alakazam? I kind of wonder if I'm going to get really used to Alakazam. Can I not get haxed? Please. Thank you. I'm going to have to heal, though. That's super effective. Sweet, I got a bunch of lemonade. That's what I thought. I want to try to balance out my Pokemon, use a bunch of different things. I know there's going to be some things that get reused, but I would like to use, you know, new Pokemon. I like using new Pokemon. But, yeah. If anybody wants to put in suggestions for Pokemon to use in the future, a boatload of grinding. Why did we disconnect? Okay. One of them would either take a boatload of grinding, or we're gonna heal again. Or using the glitches in the game. And I'm not against that just for fun, but I don't want my playthrough to be that really, so I think it's gonna just be, I'm probably gonna build the other team, but I might mess around a little bit with some. But I've got an interesting team in mind. The team that would take glitching, basically it's just I want a lot of TMs and stuff, so I would need to item stuff. And it would give me the option if I wanted to try to use some non-Gen 1 Pokemon. But mainly, I just want some, there's like multiple teams that I want. And I might need extra copies of them, depending on what I use. That team core is Charizard, Starmie, because I'm using Slowbro and Charmander, or Charizard right now. If it's, but, I'm gonna switch just because I know I have a super effective Izuku. It's good XP for it. I think I'll actually look like it's sitting. And then Rhydon. And that core, Rhydon also could be Golem, mind you. Golem's a lot earlier. You need a trade partner though. I haven't used Rhydon either. The issue is, I was gonna use Dragonite too, because I thought just that'd be fun. That's simply fun. That doesn't add anything to the core. That core, those three cover each other perfectly, basically. Starmie also gets Thunder and Thunderbolt, which is really cool. So you can go around full-on attacks with Water, Psychic, Electric, and Ice. My Slowbro also does that, but it does that because it has Hidden Power Electric, which is just kind of great luck. The problem I've run into is adding Pokemon into that core is really difficult because, well, first of all, there's a partial issue of a lot of those Pokemon are later. After Charmander, Dratini, you can get from the game corner. That would take grinding, but you can get it from the game corner as soon as you get to Celadon. But that's still after Rock Tunnel and then going across that route with a lot of trainers. So maybe you avoid some of those trainers and come back to them. So you can get easier XP, you know, for your Dratini, who's probably level 5. But it's not like a, you know, it's... There's not a lot of trainers once you get to that point, because you fight all of them to get there. Then Staryu and Rhyhorn are both post Snorlax. That's how I put it. Oh wait, I wanted to go talk to, I think it's Mary, right? Why? Why do I have to suffer through this? Meowth, help me! I love Meowth's cry. One of my favorites. But if to do the item thing, you need to trade Spearow for a Farfetch'd, and you need Mr. Mime. So I figured I would use those Pokemon up until that point. But yeah, part of the issue is just I don't want to like double up too much on. I don't mind doubling up types, but because this is pre-physical special split, your Pokemon are gonna have the same roles. You know, all water types can be a similar role. I don't want to have like Starmie and Mr. Mime, because what's Mr. Mime gonna do if I have Starmie? You know? Oh. And go straight into do. But that's problem A. B is the current team I have. Instead of going with the Rhydon that I was originally going to do for the core, I switched it up and went Nidoqueen and Raichu, which is cool. But the issue is this is another Leaf Green team, so it's either take a while to get... If I wanted to use the other Nido, it'd be a while, it'd be harder to find. But on top of that, it doesn't get Earthquake, so I'd be forcing Rhydon to have to get Earthquake. Again, there is an item, the item thing, you know, duplicate the Earthquake team instead. But there's also just a question mark on how similar are those roles going to be. But even if I do that and it's with like Raichu, I just use Raichu. I like to not use Raichu, Charizard, and similar Pokemon. Like I kind of want to, I don't mind using things again, but I kind of want to spread out so it's not like half of my team is being reused, and it would feel like half my team is being reused. The tissues are not near me. They're behind me. Yes, I will. After this, might take a quick break to go to the bathroom and get the tissues. Just starting to run a little bit. Ember. But I'm having trouble fitting other things onto the team. I could do one of the Hitmons or Machop. I don't really want to do Mankey. I used Mankey in Fire Red before. I didn't like it as much. I just used Bellsprout, so that's not an option. I can't do that again. It's Staryu, so it's got to be a Leaf Green team. No Vileplume, who I also use Vileplume and Nidoking and Primeape are on the same Fire Red team with Charizard. I don't want to mimic that team. 31. I know it doesn't evolve at 31. Flame Wheel, yes. Yes, okay. So, I think we're just going to get rid of Ember. Technically speaking, Leer isn't great, but I don't really need to double up on fire moves like this. And Leer will probably be switched out for like a TM or something down the line. Murkrow. I guess I'll just go back into Teddy. Strength. Pursuit. Will Teddy evolve at 30? That's the question. I think it's 30. I think it's 30. Could be wrong, though. I remember I was contemplating Teddy versus Granbull. I think Granbull gets Shadow Ball. This gets Feint Attack, though Feint Attack is special, so it's not taking advantage of its stat as much. But I think Ursaring is a bit better of a stat line than Granbull does overall. Like, I think it either hits a bit harder, or its HP's a lot more, or like it's slower, but it's tankier or something like that. So it evolves. Rocket Executive. This can't be happening. I fought hard, but I still lost. Yeah, there we go. Teddy's evolving. Guess we'll be leading with Scyther. Congratulations, your Teddy evolved into Ursaring. Let's look at Ursaring. Well, actually, let's item take. And item give. Let's give the Ammo coin to Scyther, who's going to now lead. And switch Steve to the front. Now let's look at our Teddy. Stats. 105 HP, a lot higher. It's a much better stat line now. 62 special attack, though, is nothing to scoff at. Definitely higher than that. Shadow Ball is a stronger move, too. Definitely higher than Dedeu's. It's the same as what Quilava's got, so... It's the special attack stat of a middle stage evolution. A special attacking middle stage evolution, essentially. With a really good attack stat, obviously. Physical attack. Doesn't come close to that. Better special attack than Lantern. So, yeah, I like this option of going Teddy. I'll have to go back and compare them and check, just to see, but... Okay, my nose is not feeling as bad now, so I'll hold off the break for a little bit. Oh, you managed to get this far? You must be quite the trainer. Announce our comeback. That should bring Giovanni back from solo training. But, okay, back to Leaf Green and Fire Red. I'd love to use Electabuzz, but that's Fire Red only. I've tried to build without Charizard. I thought, what if I just split it up into, like, Ninetales and Dodrio, you know, or something like that. We do not like this matchup at all. I guess probably the option is you call out here. I've tried to split up Charizard. Thought, what if I did that? You know, but it's just not working. Charizard's really good. I have no problem using Charizard again. I love using Charizard. It's just, man, I feel like every Pokemon I use is either something I don't really like or is like totally doubling up in a bad way. I don't have a problem doubling up Charizard and Dragonite as flying types. I theoretically could do Dodrio, but it's a flying type you get a little bit later. No, you get it in Celadon after you get cut, because you can just cut to the top area. Shoot, what did it say? No. Coughing, okay. Well, I can live with that. I'll just use Surf again. But I don't really want to have 3 flying types on the team. Like, I can definitely get away with it a little bit, but that's not exactly the optimal strategy, you know? It's 3 flying types. I really love early gen Dodrio. It's a fun Pokemon. What I've come up with so far is I found a guide on the Safari Zone to make it easier. That makes it basically gives you kind of the odds to make it easier to catch Pokemon, like what to do to maximize your chances. And I've decided that I am gonna Thunder Wave this. I decided that maybe if I go like Kangaskhan or Tauros or something. I think Kangaskhan is the preferred one for me. Of course, for poison. I thought maybe that could be. I'm actually just gonna heal that because I'm kind of scared. I thought maybe that could be. Use an antidote. There we go. I thought maybe that could be fun. This is also leaf green, so it is Pinsir, not Scyther. Scyther would be a fun thing for the post game again to get, you know, the Scizor, but it's Pinsir for me. And you know what? Pinsir is cool. Pinsir gets a bunch of fighting moves, which is neat. It's definitely an option, you know, like I could rock with Pinsir. But yeah, it feels like everything would be just stepping on toes. Or a lot of things would be stepping on toes that I like. Or it's something that I just used. Raichu would not be stepping on toes, but I just used it. I might have to just use it again. I definitely didn't hate using it or anything, don't get me wrong, but I definitely struggled a little bit right before it evolved. Now what other things? So fighting type is an option, a normal type is an option. That's what I've kind of leaned right now, is that. Electric is good against flying and water, but Starmie is a water type, so Starmie would resist the water types with Thunderbolt. So there we go. Team Rocket is disbanded. Thank you. Clear Bell. Cool. What does that do? Huh. A tin tower. Okay, I guess we can go to the tin tower. There's an item over there. Oh, can I walk this way? Ah, okay, I can walk like this. Nice. Ultra Ball, okay. So yeah, right now my lean is for that team. Charizard, Starmie, Rhydon, Dragonite. Pick a normal type. Maybe pick a fighting type. It's just, I really cover everything, or everything important. Normal type you can only cover with one thing, you know, electric you can only cover with ground, so I don't always worry about covering those things, because it's like, you know, I love Pokemon. Anyway, I don't want toes to be stepped on too much, but, oh man. But anyway, that's not the team other team I built. I built a secondary team. It is it was a Blastoise built team. And I originally had Pikachu, I switched it to Electabuzz with Nidoking. And then I think it was like Hitmonlee, Jinx, and something else. It might have been Dodrio. You know what? It might have been Dodrio, because I like Dodrio a lot. Issue with this team is none of those Pokemon are early. Blastoise, Electabuzz is not early. Jinx, you need to trade a Poliwhirl, which you have to fish up, so that's not early, because you need a rod better than the old rod, so it's a post Snorlax. Then it's what else I say? Hitmonlee is doing the thing. The fighting dojo. Dodrio would be Celadon. I could get it though immediately once I got to Celadon. And I could go back and train it a little bit, but that's still going just Squirtle for a long ways. And Electabuzz is the power plant. Electabuzz, Dodrio, Jinx, Hitmonlee. Oh, Nidoking. So I'd have Nidoran. I'd be going Blastoise, Nidoran for a while. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to real quickly check my video again. 67%. Okay, it's still going up. It's 2/3 of the way now. And then I'm going to put this BRB over that I realize is not at the top. There we go. Now it's at the top. I'll keep the music on though. And I'm going to mute my mic real quick. I'm going to go to the bathroom and make sure my tissues are near me in case I need them because it's a good halfway point. And I'll see you guys in like 2 minutes. Let's not move this and knock the mic over either because that'd be really bad. Okay, we are back and clicking on the BRB button takes that away. Okay, so the other big thing about that Blastoise team too is let me put my blanket back over my legs. The other thing about that Blastoise team too is unless I wanted Ice Beam for Blastoise, I think Electabuzz gets Thunderbolt by level up, and there's no Fire type on that team. So, I don't think anything even on that team would want Flamethrower, but I don't think anything even gets Flamethrower. And I think Jinx gets Ice Beam by level up. That'd be the only thing is if I needed double Ice Beams or something. I'm not sure what gets Shadow Ball, but maybe if I wanted Shadow Ball for something. Okay, now we gotta get to the true part of the episode here. Actually, now you know what? We're gonna straight up. So pause real quick. We're changing the title here. Defeating Chad once and once and for all. Actually, I don't need caps. There you go. Oops, wait, now I want to click on this tab. There we go. It's time to go defeat Chad. Wait. I remember, there's a berry tree over here. Oh my gosh. Actually, I need to clear my bag out, so I should do that first. Psyduck. I really don't want to sit down and leave green grinding for TMs, because it is kind of annoying to do that, not gonna lie. Hey, it's Mystery Berry. Then, there's a lot of Pokemon I love in Ruby and Sapphire. Pokemon I've looked at, though, and thought about are, I like to use Zangoose, so I think I'm going to go Ruby. If I'm not mistaken, so Zangoose is in Ruby only, and then I think it's like Lunatones and Sapphire only, and then Solrock's in Ruby and Emerald, Seviper's in Sapphire and Emerald. So like between those two version exclusives, one of them is only in a base version, and the other one is in Emerald and the base version. So no, like I can just use it in Emerald. I think that one I have to use there. I think I was looking at Seviper, I thought that could be interesting at a point, but I don't want to do it in Sapphire. Deposit, that's what I do. I do not need to have the Nugget on me right now. Don't need to have the Smoke Ball with me. Definitely don't need the Max Ether on me right now. Mr. Berry can temporarily go in there. And so I've an Ice Berry for Burn Heal. That's okay. I think I'll keep the Ice Heal. Do I want to do the... No, I should keep the full store. I'll keep the healing items on me. Okay. I've thought about Camerupt. Camerupt's interesting because I think it's more special than physical, but you either forego like Flamethrower or you forego a Rock Move. Or you just gotta like keep Newell a long time to get both. Also, can you... There we go. Sorry. I have to do this every time. There is just a thing on a border, and I was like, I don't want to have the border. I don't want to look at the border. National Park. Ruby, I think I was gonna go Sceptile, and then no. I was gonna go Blaziken for Ruby or Sapphire, Sceptile for Emerald. That's what it was. Whoa! What are you doing there? Okay, he ran off. Ice Berry. I just want to get the berry tree. Oh, okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Wait, so where the hell's Chad? Okay, Pokegear. I thought this one was Chad. I guess that makes sense that this is 35. Okay, so the next route over. Okay, I guess we're going the next route over. At 37. Or we'll get these. Red Apricorn. I would like to use Sharpedo in one playthrough. Sharpedo's got pretty good special attack, so it's usable. I'd also used to like Crawdon, and I'd like to use Huntail too. Huntail's actually might be the easiest, like to not get it super late in the game. The best place might actually be X and Y, which is kind of funny. I have no idea who I would use as my starter Because I'm not a big Chestnut fan. But that would overlap with Greninja. X and Y, I can tell you right now, I'm kind of interested in Meowstic. Because I've never used it before. I definitely want to use the Blade again. I love the Blade. I don't even know if I want to make an Aegislash. I might actually just want to use the Blade again. The Blade was awesome. Stantler. I think I got a few things. I like to use Talonflame again. I love Talonflame. One of my favorite Pokemon. I'd definitely be down though to use Greninja again if I didn't go Huntail. It's just I think that's like the only place you get Huntail is it's Gen 6 and Gen 3. I don't think it's really found anywhere else. So, Curse's PC. Deposit item. I like to deposit the Abercorns because I do not need them taking up space. There we go. I wanted to get them, but I don't want to hold them. So it said there's something going on in Tin Tower. What in the world is going on in Tin Tower? Well, this is Burnt Tower, isn't it? So is the other one? Water! Oh, wait, there's nothing over there. Oh, what? What in the world is here? Huh. Okay. If it weren't the fact that well, what is electric good against? Water. It's good against water. That's my water counter. That's why I have Lantern. I was gonna say, could I just use Suicune? That would be cool. Steve. If it weren't for the fact that this is my water counter, and I mean, technically speaking, I've thought about it. Technically speaking, I could just say, fuck it. We're gonna use Thunder Punch Kadabra as my water counter. And it probably could work decently well. Because it is a, it does hit really, really hard. But that's mainly that. I'd be tempted to use Suicune though. Or Raikou even. What's water good against? Water is good against rock, ground, and fire. I do have Golem, who resists. Though Lantern might have better special defense. But who beats rock and ground for me? This is a fire type, so we're gonna sit here. I guess Golem beats other rock types. Probably doesn't do great against them either, though, if they're burnt ground. I don't have an ice type, though, do I? I guess my ground counter could be Ice Punch Kadabra. Put everything on Kadabra's plate. I did not do this in gold, by the way. I didn't go catch Ho-Oh or anything. See, here's the problem. I got, okay? This playthrough is Quilava. I'm not trading my starter out for a legendary. My gold playthrough was... I'm trying to read a little bit too. My gold playthrough was Magmar is my fire type. And I love Magmar. I wanted to use Magmar so badly. I even mentioned earlier. I was talking about Gen 5. I don't think Darumaka's in the other game but Gen 5. I could be wrong. I'd have to check. I don't think it's in the other games. I don't think you can find it. I love Darumaka. But if I use Inborn Darumaka, I can't use Magmar in Black 2, White 2. Whichever one, you know, goes there. But, yeah, I love Magmar. I wasn't going to switch Magmar out. Next time I play Gen 2, though, I'm probably going to trade over a Doduo and a Houndour and breed them and use them. Because I think they'd both be... you get them basically Kanto. Doduo's in the area between, like right before V4, and Houndour is in the post game, and I would love to use Houndour, and I would love to use Doduo, because there's only this game, this gen, and Leaf Green, Fire Red, and there's Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, but those are the only three you can realistically use Doduo. And I love Doduo in these early games with the physical normal tri-attack. Not quite a level up. Jolteon. Okay, that's going to be Graveler. So next time it's going to be Chikorita. It's going to be my starter. I'm going to use Spearow because Spearow gets Drill Peck. No, I'm not going to use Spearow. Okay, never mind. I'm getting myself confused. One playthrough I'm going to use Spearow. One I'm going to use Doduo. Oh, that did some damage. Actually, 7. But anyway, no matter which one it is, you know. I'd also like to use Wooper too. I think my silver plan was like Spearow, Wooper, Chikorita, and a couple other Pokemon. Probably Gengar. Trade it with my myself because my crystals on my other Crystal and Silver, Gold, Silver, and then Crystal are on different ones. Gold and Silver are together on one, and Crystal's on the other, so I could trade. Level 33. I guess I'd need to get through a game. Well, I've gone through Gold, so I could just use Gold to chase copy. So yeah, Silver would be Chikorita, Spearow, Wooper. Crystal would be something with Doduo and Houndour. Probably I guess this guy's Vaporeon. Probably with Totodile again, but maybe not. Golden Flames of Rage for 3 days. Burn Tower came to be. Let me see your power. Do love the music of this game. Sage Koji, Sound Noctowl. It would have been great if I just led with Epaulet to start, but not going to complain about getting Steve some experience, so. 2 levels lower than everything else. Where do you get the Metal Coat? Metal Coat. I'm looking up the Metal Coat. It's a crit, nice. US Aqua Kanto Power Plant. Held by in-game trade Magneton. And it's also held by Wild Magnemite, 2% chance. But I remember learning about this when trying to catch a Quagsire for my gold playthrough. I ditched my Sudowoodo at the end because it wasn't like doing great, and I learned that I think I have Ice Punch, but I think there is with like the poison guy. I thought I would really like to have a the Earthquake that Quagsire gets, and you get it only a couple levels after you catch. Like you catch it at 29 to 32, and it gets it around that, or not too higher up. And Quagsire was running away from me. Magnemite is one of the Pokemon that can run away from you. In-game trade Magneton. We're gonna look at this though. Who trades you a Magneton? That's Gen 1. Whoops. That's Pokemon Blue. That's Pokemon Yellow. Gold, Silver, Crystal. Kanto Power Plant, Dugtrio, over Magneton. Okay, yeah. So we won't be getting the Metal Coat until post game, which is what I thought. Another crit. Nice job, Paulette. Good XP there. Too strong. Why? Possess the power of the soul of truth. Please do go on after the Tin Tower ahead. Suicune will put you to the test. Guys, are we going to be ditching Lantern? Are we going to be ditching Lantern at our playthrough? My poor Lantern. I am going to go heal real quick. Actually, if we're facing Suicune, we're going to switch Lantern just straight out to the front, and that's the play. I mean, I always thought it'd be cool to use a legendary, but I never really think about it like too heavily. Like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna use a legendary. Like, technically speaking, I could totally use Groudon. Problem is, a lot of them sometimes get weird moves. Like, I don't really want Fire Blast always. I think Groudon gets like Fire Blast, for example. But their movesets can be weird, where you either get like the really good moves but inaccurate moves, or you get moves every 10 levels, you know, and you're kind of stuck with a crummy moveset for a bit. Don't know why I went backwards there for a second. So what do you guys have to say after this? Yeah. Unbelievable. There are 2 9-tier towers here. Brass, which was said to awaken, and the Tin. And the Brass became the Burnt. Yeah, and Ho-Oh was on that tower. Okay. So they say the same things. We're going to save here again. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Pack. We're not making this mistake. We're not about to go in with 8 balls. Not an idiot. Caught myself. In the future, there is something to think about, though, to use some legendaries, possibly, for playthroughs. Hi, Liz. Oops, sorry. That's the gym, not the mart. Oh, is the mart way over here? The mart's way over here, isn't it? Yeah. Hello. Bye. Oh, no Ultra Balls. Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this before I get any balls. I'm going to get 10, 20. I'm going to get 20. We'll just see how Great Balls do. If not, we can come back here and then just go straight down to Goldenrod for Ultra Balls or something if these aren't working. I don't really want to waste too much money, to be fair. But I definitely don't want to go in with a tiny amount of balls, because that'd be stupid. And we will save from here. So, do we catch Suicune here? That is pretty exciting to think about. I have not ever really gotten to use Suicune at all. Though I think in like Sword and Shield or something, you might be able to get some. Whoa! Goodbye, Raikou. Goodbye, Entei. Ho ho! This is exciting. Whoa. Get ready for... Your box is full. That'd be funny. Actually, that'd be really funny. Sweet. Suicune. Or take Suicune and go defeat Chad once and for all. Okay. Bubble Beam. I like that. I like that. That's not a super inaccurate water move. Smaller Sphere with legendaries. Not like once you, not fighting them, but like once you catch them and want to use them. Rain Dance. That is gonna make Bubble Beam stronger. And also mean I can't probably just use Surf for like minuscule damage. Dick. Whoops. Sorry. I clicked off of that. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to just exit out, right? Yeah. File. Open. Okay, let's try this again. E-Paulette was such a boss that E-Paulette, killed Suicune for us. Because, you know, that's what we really wanted. We really wanted to just kill Suicune and not catch it. So let's try this again. At least we know the strategy here. The Spark, Spark, Spark worked. Or Thunder Wave, Spark, Spark, Spark worked. But we are going to need to not get a crit, please. Hacks have not been our friend today either. When the audio wasn't working, I got haxed. I got like crit twice. I got confused. Hit myself in confusion once or twice. Then I got like crit 2 or 3 times in a row. That sucked. Suicune's purple. Thunder Wave. This was also bad hacks. Definitely do not want to kill Suicune. Doesn't really help us catch it. Use Rain Dance right away this time too. That Bubble Beam is going to be a bit stronger. Oh, but it's fully paralyzed. And again, I don't think I'll be able to use Surf. But Spark, without a crit, should put it just to the red, which is what I want. If it didn't put it to the red, I would have liked to Surf. Rain continues to fall. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Gust, that's a move. That's gonna do not much. If it stops raining, I might go for a Surf. Maybe. But I think this is pretty good. Lure Ball. Oh, that's hooked by Rod only, okay. Okay, let's just chuck some Great Balls. Spam the A button. I'm a believer in spamming the A button. Leer. I mean, that'll make Gust do a little bit more damage, but nope. Perk free. Rain Dance. So Rain Dance, Bubble Beam, Gust. What is its other move? Oh, Leer. Okay. Oh. Ah. 2 shakes. I wonder what TMs it can get, like what coverage you can get. I mean, because if something's coming off the team for Suicune, it would have to be Lantern. I really like Lantern though. I know I can use Lantern in later games. Lantern appears in a few. Probably not a Gen 2 or Gen 3 Pokemon. I think it's kind of like Corsola, where it's just under, or not Corsola, Clamperl, where it's just underwater. And getting a water type that late, not the best. But I know it's in a few other games. And it gets abilities too. It could be a Heart Gold Soul Silver option, possibly. Though honestly, Heart Gold Soul Silver, given that I went with a different team than I normally do. Pack. I'm actually going to eliminate here. I'm probably going to go for Alligator and Magmar because I love them. And when I play through Heart Gold Soul Silver. I do not want to use... I think Surf is going to kill. Or it's too risky. I think Surf is too risky to use. Because it's raining. I know it's a lot stronger than me. And it resists, but still. 2 again. Leer. I mean, Lantern is definitely worth using, I think. Because I think Lantern, just to get me to this point, is, you know, like, been pretty nice. I technically can hit water type super effectively, That's really the big thing that Lantern's here for, is it's not just my water type, but it's my electric type. So it's my way to hit water super effectively. And it's also my way to, I hit water super effectively while resisting it, which, I mean, you can't get any better than that. Nope. Gust. I mean, I don't have... Well, I got Scyther on the team. I guess that's a flying type. It will get wing attack, so I will have a flying type on the team. I was going to say, Gust is going to be my only flying coverage if I use it. Bubble Beam. I'm glad this isn't Hydro Pump. That would actually kind of hurt. Oh, the rain stopped. Okay, I want to see what Surf does here. Okay. Good to know that there's a little bit. I might be able to get away with one more. I'm not going to risk it, but it's good to know. We're going to eliminate up. Get close to full. It's not raining either, so Bubble Boom's not going to do as much. Pack, back to my balls. Great ball. Two. Nope. I have not gotten more than two. A little unfortunate. I might have to go and buy Ultra Balls, we'll see. But I'm willing to just kinda, I mean, I've got an easy thing here. I can go for, actually I could probably go for Surf first before it gets off a Rain Dance. Though maybe, no, I probably want to, I don't want to get outsped, so I probably would go for a Thunder, another Thunder Wave first, and if it doesn't use its Rain Dance, I could go for Surf. Otherwise, I could Spark it down to the red like I did before. And like this is a consistent get it down to red with a status condition. So, I could do this pretty consistently, but maybe I need better balls. Theoretically, I think you can catch with just about anything, so. Not being in the rain, that does a lot less. And that went from 90 something to 68, meaning I technically could survive 2 without a crit. What does 68 drop me to? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and eliminate again because I restore exactly to exactly 80. So I might as well. Bubble Beam. I guess it does not get the speed drop. Or maybe it's just like a 10% chance and I haven't gotten it yet. Or Bubble Beam hasn't gotten it yet on me. Oh. Oh, we got it! Suicune was caught. Let's go. The Aurora Pokemon. This divine Pokemon blows around the world. Always in search of a pure reservoir. I have no idea what I nickname is Suicune. I don't know anything about Suicune. What is Suicune even based off of technically? Is it? Because I thought Raikou was a tiger and Tei's a lion. I don't know what this would be based off of. I think technically these are cats. You know, they're called the dogs. I think they're technically cat-based. I have no idea what this would be. Name it. I had a video pop up from Louis Rossman. Clinton the cat versus AI robot vacuum. I could name it after Mr. Clinton. Mr. Clinton is a great cat. I'm gonna not nickname Suicune for now. We're gonna go check that out though. This Eugene? Awesome, too awesome even. I've never seen a battle like great. That was truly inspiring to see. Suicune was tough, but you're even more incredible, Chris. I hear Suicune's mystic power summons a rainbow-colored Pokemon. Maybe, just maybe, what went on today will cause that Pokemon to appear. I'm gonna study the legends more. Thanks for showing me that fantastic battle. Later, Chris. So what do you guys say? And then just sends a Pokemon of rainbow colors. Could mean the legendary Pokemon are testing us humans. Ditch the starter, we're gonna have Ho-Oh and Suicune instead of Lantern and Quava. 3 nameless Pokemon are said to have perished. It was tragic. However, arrow-colored Pokemon, in other words, Ho-Oh, descended from the sky and gave new life to the 3 Pokemon. They are Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. That is what they say. The 2 towers are said to have been built to foster friendship and hope between Pokemon and people. That was 700 years ago, but the ideal still remains important today. I'm gonna guess there's nothing else in here. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go grab Suicune right now. For sure. Do we ditch Lantern for Suicune? That's the real question. Do I still have the Cerebi? Yes, I do have the Cerebi tab open. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna go down to Suicune. Oh, I had Bite at level 1, so no Bite. Leer, Water Gun, Gust, Bulb Beam. It gets Roar too, but... Oh, no, it's Gold Silver. Okay, Crystal level up. Gets Aura Beam at 41. That's pretty cool too. It gets Mist, Mirror Coat, and Hydro Pump. I'd be so content with like Surf Aura Beam. And then I guess Gust is cool too. What's its TMs? It gets Curse. It gets Icy Wind, but it gets Aura Beam by level up. It gets Dig. Crystal move, Tutor does get Ice Beam. Oh yeah, there is that Tutor in I think it's in Goldenrod in the post game. I think once you get to the post game, you can get Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Ice Beam like once a week on like Wednesday or something. Nothing would really need that except for Suicune, because I guess Thunderbolt I would want on Lantern. But if we switch, Bill's PC. I mean, stats. Leer, Bubble Beam, Rain Dance, and Gust, but we get Aura Beam in 1 level. Oh, those stats are so good. Those stats are really good. 72, 107, 82, 102, 84. I think we can remember that, right? 72, 107, 82, 102, 84. If we go to Lantern here, 48 is less than 72. 107 or 50 is less than 107. 62 is less than 82. 62 is less than 102, and 53 is less than, what was the last one? 84, I think. I feel like we gotta deposit Lantern. Technically speaking, you could argue for depositing Teddy, but Lantern has like the exact same. Lantern has the exact same draw. You got Suicune. Lantern has the exact same role. That's the thing. Now, the only thing is, would I want another grass or electric type? But if I want another electric type, if I was like flying is too tough, or I want a better way to beat water types, and technically speaking, I could pick up another electric type and switch it for like Ursaring or something. The problem is, I think the electric types in this game, if I'm not mistaken, are either like total ass or... Oh, that's moves. We're gonna do some research real quick. Gen 2 electric types. So there's Pikachu and Raichu. Pikachu is seen in Route 2 in Kanto. Long time from now. On the bright side, it does still get Thunderbolt 26. There's Magnemite and Magneton. And you catch Magnemite Route 38. The problem is Magnemite does not get an electric move besides Thundershock. Well, it gets Zap Cannon at 45, but I do not want Zap Cannon. It does get a Thunder TM. I would have to Crystal Tutor Thunderbolt. Voltorb! Voltorb just does not get an electric move. You also see it on Route 10. And I know my Johto routes, if we go to the Pokegear, we go to the map, You start at like what, Route 20 something, like 28, 29? Yeah, you start at Route 29. And then I think 28 is the one if you go the other way. So, Route 10, that's a canter route. Also, no electric moves. Electabuzz, I love Electabuzz. Also seen at Route 10. It does. There's a good argument for Electabuzz. If we had Elekid, who you get from an egg, hatched from odd egg. There you go. That'd be cool. What even is the odd egg? Crystal odd egg. I didn't spell that right. In addition to that, you get a second egg. I get Dizzy Punch. Location, Route 34. From who? Which one's Route 34? I guess we can go backwards. Oh, what if we did that? What if we picked up the odd egg? What if we picked up the odd egg? And then we just kept trying to hatch it over and over again until we finally got Elekid. And then we used that over Ursaring. Or something else, but probably Ursaring. At least give us options. At least gives us options. We can circle back. That being said, I just evolved Ursaring. Also could do it over Scyther. Because Scyther hasn't done much. Yet. Hasn't done much? Yet. It could do more in the future. I think it's worth going back. I'm going to guess it's the daycare man or something like that. Or the daycare people. It says it's Route 34, so. I mean, Suicune. Like, come on. Like, look at that. I can't turn down using Suicune. I might contemplate Rockanding it, just so I get Orb Beam. Wait, we never fought Chad! We never fought Chad! We have to go fight Chad! This was the whole point of this. This entire side quest was we were gonna go fight Chad. We gotta go defeat Chad once and for all. Sorry guys, I cannot believe I almost forgot. I'm disappointed in myself. I mean, this is the entire goal of Crystals, being Chad. Oh yeah, what other electro types were there? So let's go back to Zerby real quick. Elekid is fun. I do like Elekid. I'm a big Electabuzz fan. I like Electabuzz and Magmar a lot. Jolteon. Oh boy. I mean, you do get an Eevee. The problem is Jolteon also only gets Thundershock. Though you could, depending on what level you get the Eevee at. I'm not entirely sure. You could evolve it right away, at least. Leaf Green and Fire Red, you get Eevee at like level 25. So it's past Thundershock, so you just don't get an electric move. Unless you grind for the Thunderbolt TM. Okay. Zapdos. Transfer from red, blue, green, or yellow, so not an option. Then there's Mareep. Trade from gold to silver. And last but not least, Raikou. Roaming Johto. How do you even catch Raikou? Do you need Mean Look? How to catch Raikou Pokemon Crystal. Yeah, so we need Mean Look. So you like... I'm not using this math thing, but I need to Mean Look it. Wait, did I see that right? Yeah. So I need mean look. Raikou would have Spark. Wait, no, sorry. Yeah, no, that is Gen 2. So Suicune's got a different moveset depending on Gold, Silver, Crystal. Be Spark, Quick Attack, Roar, Thundershock. Probably would hit hard as a truck, though. Mean look. Pokemon. Whoops. Jinx gets it at level 35. Haunter gets it at 13. Mischievous gets it at 19. The question is, would a Haunter, you know... Oh, Huey wants to battle me too. Would a Haunter just get outsped by Raikou? And we don't have the Master Ball. Where do you even get the Master Ball? Come to think of it. Master Ball. I know we're not using Entei, so I could justify Master Balling this. And I don't think I'm using Lugia. I mean, I guess you might get Ho and Lugia in this game, but they also don't run away, so... Newburgh Town, Professor Elm. I think we're gonna go for Elekid here. Just because... I mean, Master Ball. From Elm, that's like right before the Elite Four, probably. Okay, now we gotta find Chad here. I think Chad's up this way, isn't he? Who knows what Chad has? We're gonna stay leading with Steve, though, who's got the Omla coin. I think this is Chad. Okay, let's go. Can we defeat Chad? Look at that Chad. Schoolboy Chad wants to battle. He sent up Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime. Level 19 Mr. Mime. Let's go for the pursuit. Super effective damage. Well, that didn't even do half. Meditate! It's gonna raise its attack. Mr. Mime's attack went up. Headbutt. There we go. The Chad has been defeated. I didn't study enough, I guess. You know, if we're going down this way, I might as well just go over to, I might as well go fight Huey. Why not? You're just a berry, right? Oh, it's mint berry. This might be the frozen one. No thanks. Olivine. Let's go fight Sailor Huey, just because we're here. It's not far away. I think they get stronger with the rematches, and that could always be useful too in the future. So. And Huey's a pretty early fight. I think he's the first one up. Yeah, he's not that guy. We can just dip down the floor too once we defeat him. Here we go. Hey, I'm tired of waiting for you. Oh no, we don't have a water type now. What are we gonna do? Oh, we have a water type. We have an electric type. We have nothing that's super effectively. Oh, see, there we go. That's a higher level. We're gonna headbutt. And if Poliwhirl does too much damage, we're gonna switch out into Alakazam. Oh. 6 damage crit. Okay. Need a little bit more power to get the 2-shot. Water gun. Poliwhirl's got not terrible special attack for Poliwrath. I think it's technically would be usable in Kanto. Probably not my preferred water type though, because that's not a primary water attacker. Though you get access to free Brook Breaks, so that's a good, solid fighting move. And you do get Surf, so even if your special attack isn't amazing, it's still pretty good. It's like base 70 something. It's not great, but it could be worse. It could be Kingler's. I use Kingler, and I regret that. That might be the one way I would double up on Water type in Leaf Green, Fire Red, as if I went with like Poliwhirl as my fighting type. That just also happened to have Water on it. But the Water would be so redundant with Starmie. Hey, let's battle again. Honestly, that was pretty nice XP. So, 0 complaints there. I don't think I'm going to lead 4 today, though. Just a hunch. Don't think it's happening. But what I am going to do, just in case. This is more Great Balls. Let's say just in case I'm going to get Ultra Balls. In case I need them. Never know what we could run into. Okay, so now we're going to go odd egg hunting. I don't exactly want to get rid of Ursaring, though. I'm like kind of 50-50 because there's part of me that's like, okay, part of the reason I wanted to do it is I thought, I like normal as a ghost check. I know ghost is not very strong in these games, so like technically speaking, I don't have to have a good thing to fight ghosts. Otherwise, it's just a thing with strength, and a lot of Pokemon right now I have with normal type moves, even though it is gonna be hitting hard. But yeah, I don't know. The biggest thing is I know like Ursaring is obviously a good Pokemon. Oh, you know what? Here we go. I've got a great idea. So let's go out of this. And that's not a tab I've opened? Wow. Let's go to the Maryland Team Builder. At one point I was using the Team Magma Team Builder, where I think Maryland's Team Builder was like getting like redone. And then Team Magma was like dead. Okay, so Typhlosion. Alakazam. Suicide. Why is that? That's like the number one that pops up on the... Because there's like no other word that's SUI, so that's just what pops up on the keyboard. Who else is on our team? Scyther. And then Golem. So with that, I technically do not have a way to fight Ghost and Dark types. Though the Ghost types are Gengar and like just Mischievous, I think. And Gengar is still pre-physical special. Dark types, there's a few more of those. Dark is what we to fighting and Bug at this point. That's it. Is it just fighting a Bug? I think it's just fighting a Bug. Yeah, it's just fighting a Bug. Obviously, I do not have a Bug type. No, I have Scyther. So I have Scyther, but Scyther isn't getting Bug moves because Bug moves are just non-existent right now. So, otherwise, I do have a bit of a water weakness. Suicune resists. I have a bit of an electric weakness. I'm not afraid of that though because I have a Golem. Bit of a ground weakness, but I do have Suicune and Scyther is immune until Scyther evolves. Then Scyther's not immune anymore. Lantern would also still be in that scenario too if I had it. Any electric type. A bit of a rock weakness. Suicune just hits super effectively. Okay, what if I go to... Oops, advanced mode. There you go. We're just gonna call Flamethrower. We're just gonna look at stabs. Or stabs and coverage that I know I have. So, there's Psychic. There is Thunder Punch. Actually, let's just go with stabs for now. Or let's not do Alakazam's, because I know obviously Alakazam can hit all these things with its moves. We're going to call that Surf. We'll go Aura Beam for Suicune. Scyther is going to have Wing Attack soon at a level. Golem is going to have Earthquake. It's going to have Rock Throw, Rock Slide. Just call it Rock Slide for now. So between Alakazam without the punches, Typhlosion, Suicune, Scyther, Golem, I offensively don't hit normal. I don't have any fighting moves. I do hit fire. I don't hit water at all. I hit electric, I hit grass, I hit ice, I hit fighting, I hit poison, I hit ground. I hit flying. I do not hit psychic. That's also not surprising. Ugh. Ursaring is a dark move. So is Scyther technically, but Scyther's special attack is ass. Hit bug, hit rock, don't hit ghost. I do hit dragon with Aura Beam, I don't hit dark. I hit steel. Technically speaking, I think you could justify either Ursaring or Electabuzz. Just Ursaring doesn't hit anything super effectively. So it's kind of like... The biggest thing is, what am I bringing Ursaring in to do? Because generally that's kind of the problem I've had right now with it, is it feels like because I don't have a... Because of the coverage that I guess I don't have really. And maybe part of this is because of limitations on Gen 2. I think there's a Steel Wing TM, right? Yeah. I could get a Steel Wing too for Scissor. Anyway, Ursaring. I don't want to just dump things, but I do kind of feel like to an extent it's going to get Slash, which it has a bit higher crit chance than Headbutt. Headbutt's just got the out of battle, you know, things it can do. But except for like Dig, most of its coverage is special attacks. Or weak, or dynamic punch. So there's a part of me that's just like, while I do like, it gets Crunch as an egg move, interesting. Well, part of me likes Ursaring, and its stats definitely are much better than with it evolved now. You know, it's realistically, what's its role? Electabuzz would always have a role. It'd come in on water types, and it could also alternatively come in on flying types over Golem. And in this game, if I brought in flying types over Golem, are there any flying types that's extra beneficial? Could bring it over Golbats to outspeed them. It'd be a good one to come in on Gyarados. I'm not sure Dragonite is going to make as much of a difference. Xatu, probably because it's a special attacker. Maybe even Delibird or something. There's a few flying types here that their other type is a more specially thing. So there's a reason Electabuzz would come in more than Teddy. That's my biggest thing right now. Back in Critique, we're back in Critique. Okay, we are going to go back down though and look at the daycare. I was like, oh, I can go the other way. I was like, wait, no, there's grass the other way too. I should just go through grass. Noctowl. That's part of my problem with normal types. That are just normal. Is sometimes, it does feel like, what exactly is this coming in to fight? Because I feel like there's just better options. It doesn't resist anything. That's the wrong way too. It doesn't resist anything. And hits everything besides rock and steel neutrally, and ghost. And I do have Fade Attack for ghost types. But yeah, there's definitely a part of it that's like, okay. What is this doing on the team? Right now, I got its evolution by leading off because it was the lowest level with Scyther, and I wanted to evolve it. But really, there's a part of me that's just like, most things I fight would be better. I think it's at least worth getting Electabuzz or Elekid, trying to get Elekid, and sleeping on it, you know what I mean? Though, hatching an egg is kind of painful. I feel like it's going to take a lot of steps. I have not sped up, but I might. Save. Actually, wait. I didn't click on anything. What are you doing? There we go. Just in case. Now overwrite this. Whoops, I forgot. We let's go put something in the box. I will put Teddy in the box. Temporarily. Technically, you could say it's late to do a Pokemon change, but I did do a Pokemon change in the post game. Well, not a Pokemon change. I used Quagsire for the Elite Four because of an Earthquake, and I think I could give it Ice Punch too. And that was really nice just because there's Poison and there's the Dragon, right? So that was the reasoning there. And let's try this again. I picked up Marowak in the post game because that's all you can only get in Rock Tunnel. So it's not too late. There are some things that I wouldn't want to do. Like, yeah, it's not preferred to go and get my fire type. If I said Houndoom was going to be my fire type, or Dodrio is going to be my flying type, probably not the thing to go use that, just get that in the post game. Especially in this case where I have a Scyther, I think I might as well just use Scyther, because Scyther's cool and it can become Scissor. There's a few other options for me to go use Doduo later on. Though there's also going to be opportunities for me to use Scyther. Which button is it? Well, we're gonna speed and hatch this egg. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and do this for an hour. Come on now. I've been not doing this the entire time. I want to play legitimately, but we are not about to. We're not about to take forever to go hatch the egg. Pokemon. Needs more time, okay. Oops. This is a pretty good long straight line, even though there's some people that can get in your way. Which is nice. Oops. Stop going sideways. I'm clicking the down button. Oops, not pack. Pokemon. Ooh, must be close. I guess, could alternatively do something like this. Where did I go? Not pack, Pokemon. I would like to not accidentally speed through the egg hatching, so try to keep that in mind. Actually, I would like to hatch it in Goldenrod because I like Goldenrod City. Is there a place where they're not gonna run in front of me? Maybe here I can get a good little whoosh, back and forth. It also might just give me the A button, and we'll see if it... Okay, it does give me the A button here. Okay, let's see what it is. Now we're gonna reset. It's not what we want. I know it's like a equal divvied up chance for everything. I admit that's cool. Oops. I admit that's cool. That's not what we want. File. Open. I'm assuming I can go back and forth on this. Well, no matter what, it's not going to hurt, so. Continue. I should have gone this way earlier. That's okay, though. Got the hot egg. Let's try this again. Okay, so we're just stop. Do this a bunch of times again. Hope it doesn't take too long. I heard the shiny chances are higher from this, but I'm not about to shiny hunt. Most of the shinies that come from this are kind of bad, except for Magby. That'd be the other one. I'd totally go for a shiny Magby. If I got a shiny Magby, I'd almost want to be like, well, sorry, Quilava, you're off the team. But I'm not doing that to my starter. Most of the other ones, though, are like not different enough for it to be like, whoa, except for maybe Tyrogue. I think Tyrogue would be the big one. Maybe Pichu, and Magby for sure. Togepi, I guess, is kind of different. No Togekiss, though, in this game. Cleffa and Igglybuff aren't really that different. I guess Smoochum's a pretty different shiny. Smoochum and Jinx. Must be close. Okay. But this music sounds amazing, doesn't it? Pokemon. It's gonna hatch soon. Okay. Let's hatch it here in Goldenrod City. I just wanted to say hatched in Goldenrod. My favorites. This is one of my favorite cities in Pokemon. Just straight up. Okay. This better not be randomized based off of like when I first start the game or whatever. Is this really randomized when I first start the game? We're looking up how this works. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Okay. Acquisition. Hatched Pokemon. A grass type hidden power with 49 power. Shinies will have fighting every time. Japanese Crystal is a 50-50 shiny chance. International, it's 14% chance. Okay, it the same Pokemon? Yeah. Predetermine the moment you get the odd egg. Well, if it's predetermined the moment you receive the egg, I hadn't received the egg yet when I, reset, so. I can't check anything else either because they have the same IVs. Odd egg predetermined. When you talk to the old man. Okay, so it seems like I just got unlucky and got Tyro twice. Whoops. I like when I move my cursor, it just automatically decides, whoa, you clicked something. File open. That's why we saved, though, beforehand. We saved beforehand. I mean, Tyrogue is cool, don't get me wrong. But I'm not looking for Tyrogue. That doesn't do anything for my team. I guess I get Dark types of Tyrogue. That could be a cool option, to be fair. If I get a shiny Tyrogue, maybe we'll just go Tyrogue. But also, it'd be really hard to grind it for Hitmon top. Not that I have to have him on top, it's just Hitmon top's, new to this game. But yeah, Tyrogue, I guess, technically wouldn't be bad. I hit Steel already. I'm not too worried about that. I definitely hit Rock already. I'm not too worried about that. But Fighting also hits normal, which is nice. Does it hit something else? And Dark. It's Dark. That being said, off the top of my head, Houndoom is a Dark type. A Murkrow is. It's Dark Flying. I don't know what else is Dark type besides that, though. There's a couple of things I'm definitely missing, but... I'm actually gonna look at that real quick. Dark. Umbreon, Sneasel, Tyranitar. Yeah. So. I would have loved to use Tyranitar, but it was not an option. What are we looking at? You don't get Larvitar until Mount Silver. And you can't do that until you beat all the Kanto gyms, so that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I'm not sure how far I'm going to play into the post-game either. I'm not sure I'm going to go all the way to defeat Red. Maybe I will, but I know it's really high-level stuff. I think somebody... Who was it? I think it was somebody that's subscribed to me. Or somebody I'm subscribed to, like an old Beyblade person maybe back in the day. Or somebody who commented. Or was in the chat. Okay, Igglybuff. So there's other options. Definitely don't want Igglybuff. Open... beat it with a really low level team, but it was really weird strategies. I'm not about to do that. It was cool, but that's not what I'm looking to do, so. There we go, Odd Egg. Let's try this again. There's not a lot of Dark types, so I don't have to have a Fighting type, especially given that Murkrow is a Flying. And then we have a 2 Fire and a Rock, which are all going to be weak to Suicune. And we've got an Ice type who's going to be very weak to my starter once it evolves. And it also doesn't get Dark and Ice moves, I think. Or its special attack is terrible, so if it gets Dark and Ice moves, they're going to be a lot weaker. And if it's normal moves, then I could also just send a Gravel or Golem. especially once it evolves. Umbreon's a bit threatening, I guess, but... Yeah, realistically speaking, I don't need to have a dark type. I think an electro type is better because I don't have a way to hit water super effectively at the moment. I'm kind of just wall with Suicune, who's hitting with what, Gust? I know Suicune is really strong, but, you know, Suicune and Alakazam are not the greatest core here. And I was sending in Lantern a lot to this episode, so if I'm going to take Lantern out, I feel like it's good to have a replacement for Lantern's role, you know, partially at least. And especially when Ursaring literally only was coming in to fight things because it needed levels. And usually I had another Pokemon that just did a better job at fighting whatever things Ursaring could have fought. It's gonna hatch soon. If I go all the way to the side here, okay, I can still leave by accident, but... What'll it be this time? I've thought about using Clefairy, Babel, and Leaf Green Fire too, but its moveset is so bad. It'd be totally reliant on getting the TMs in the game. Ooh! Oh, we got the Tyrogue shiny this time. Ooh. Now we gotta think here. I might have to sit on this one. Give a nickname to the Tyrogue. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Do we go with the shiny Tyrogue, or do we go with, try to find? First of all, so Hitmonchan is blue on it. Hitmonlee is green. Hitmontop is purple. Also, Hitmontop's move pool is atrocious. So if we fight a bunch of Geodudes, we get Hitmonchan, who will get Mach Punch and a bunch of special attacks and Mega Punch. It's special attacks 35 though. Okay. Hitmonlee if we face a bunch of fighting types. Yeah, it evolves. Oh yeah, I should. It evolves at level 20. It only has Tackle, so it's going to be having to be switch trained. No, it's going to have Dizzy Punch, because all these get Dizzy Punch. So I'll miss out on Jump Kick and Rolling Kick, and Meditate. And I'll be stuck with High Jump Kick, Mind Reader, Foresight, Endure, Mega Kick, and Reversal. That sucks. Now, tell me this, if we go back to Electric types here, and we go to Elekid. Elekid has a real moveset, and it gets Thunder Punch at level 9, along with Light Screen. Gets Thunderbolt at 41. But really, big thing to me is getting a Light Screen and Thunder Punch, having Quick Attack. By TM, could get Ice Punch and Fire Punch as well. Have another thing that punches a bunch of different things. It gets Psychic too? That's pretty cool. And as Electabuzz, whose shiny isn't all that much different, by the way. You know what? This might be a hot take, but stop it. I just clicked on my... You know what? If it's going to click off of that, I might as well check my video. 76%. We've gone up like 10% this entire stream, by the way, on that video. Hot take. I don't think it's worth keeping the shiny. I don't think the Hitmons are any good in this game. I think if you caught them as Hitmons, maybe. Because if you just got Hitmonlee as Hitmonlee, then I think sure. There's an argument here. But given that you can't evolve it until after all the moves but High Jump Kick. High Jump Kick is really good, even if I was the mischance. But given that you lose your attack set up, move, and meditate, and you lose your more basic fighting moves in Rolling Kick, you know. I mean, it would be cool to have a shiny, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that's worth it at all. I just don't think it's good. It's that good. And I definitely don't want my fighting type. If I'm getting it to be a fighting type, I don't want my only fighting move to be high jump kick. That's unreliable. Sorry, high jump kick and I don't know, HM/TM rock smash. Ooh, you know, rock smash is awful. I think it's just a TM in this game. But rock smash is terrible. It's like base 20 power. So as cool as it is to get that shiny, I don't think it's that good. All they rely on counter. Or like Hitmonchan gets the elemental punches by level up, but its special attack is just terrible. And then Hitmontop got a terrible moveset as well. Especially given that you're not getting a... you do have Dizzy Punch on all these things, but other than that, you know, Tyrogue just has Tackle. Whoops. Go, Steve. And real quick, I'm going to go back and check that Hitmontop again. Yeah, Hitmontop get Rapid Spin Counter. And it wouldn't get another attacking move until Triple Kick, which is only base 10 damage. So Hitmontop wouldn't even get a fighting move if I got that one. Mach Punch is really nice for Hitmonchan. But like, come on now. And then Hitmonlee would get a really good fighting move, but it's just one that has massive recoil if you miss, and that's the only one it gets as well, so you're kind of stuck with just it. Just don't think that's worth it. I'd rather have a Pokemon that I'd use or have a chance at using if I'm going to do this. I love Clefairy, but I'm not using Cleffa. Or I'm not using Clefairy in this game. Just for shits and giggles. If we want Clefairy in this game, let's even pretend we can get a Moonstone. It gets Pound and Double Slap as its only level up attacks. It also gets Metronome. Now, it does get Ice Punch and Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. And it gets Strength. It gets like the beam moves too. It gets Shadow Ball, it gets Psychic. So it does get a good TM list. And in this game, because you get the punching moves, I did look at just Clefairy too. Because you get the, it's not, yeah, I didn't look at, because like Haunter, I don't think it's the punching move. I think you have to evolve it to get the punching moves. But it's not like you're stuck. Or you have to, like, in Leaf Green Fire Red, you'd have to teach the TMs. And those might not even be ones you want at the end of the game, so you might have to technically waste TMs so it has moves, which sucks. You know, there are better ways to do that. It's just, in this, yeah, I've already got Alakazam, so. It is kind of cool that other things can punch. What are Clefable's stats, by the way, so for its offenses? Its offenses are actually pretty solid, too, so. That's the difference between Clefable and Ursaring. I guess I didn't really think about that with Ursaring, is if I don't really need to have Ghost that badly, or Dark, you know, in this case, because I didn't go Shadow Ball. What is really just pure normal doing? It does hit kind of hard, so I could lead with it and hit pretty hard against things. That's the biggest thing, is I could lead with Ursaring and generally just hit hard against anything I fought. And I might still go with Ursaring. I mean, that's an option. I'm just doing this so I have the option of using something else that might be better. Must be close to hatching. It is kind of cool hatching a shiny, though. Not gonna lie. Next time we'll get Japanese crystal. Naturally, we want Elekid. And we've gotten... What are the options in the egg again? Odd egg crystal. I think it's like, what, half of them? Yeah. So I still haven't gotten Pichu, Elekid, or Magby. Continue. Keep going until we get an Elekid. Technically speaking, Pichu would be kind of cool too. It'd work. I just like Electabuzz a bit more than Raichu. I also think this is another one where the Thunderstone might just be Kanto, or from like Bill's grandfather, which involves finding and catching a bunch of Pokemon for him before he gives you the stones. Don't know how long it'd take. I'd probably do that all like off camera too, is trying to side quest catching Pokemon like that. If I ever came back to Crystal, actually, it would be fun. I wonder if you randomize Crystal, if the odd egg would be randomized as well. Because that would be fun, just doing this over and over again until you get like the shiny. Because if it's even a 14% chance, but the egg could be like anything, or each Pokemon had different options, that'd be kind of cool. Like, imagine what, like, shinies you could get. Okay, what are we looking at now? It's gonna hatch soon. Nice. I almost don't want Shiny Magby because that's going to be painful. I don't want to reset that. There's our Elekid. And by the way, that is a shiny Elekid. Because Elekid is normally bright yellow. Yes, I'll nickname Elekid. Female. Okay. What did I even nickname it at Fire Red? Who are my Zyre users off the top of my head? I want to say it's... Is it Chie? Is it Chie in P4? I think it's Akihiko and Gen in Persona 3. And then is it Ryuji in 4 or in 5? I think so. Okay, none of those work. Are there any electric magic users in Fire Emblem? How far away is my Game Boy? What does the Pokédex entry say? Elaboo is its Japanese name. What's Elekid's? Just Elekid. The funny thing is Elekid is a slightly more orangey color for the shiny in Gen 3, though it's a very similar yellow. But in Gen 2, it's the brighter yellow that's the regular, and the more orangey one that's the shiny. But yeah, Electabuzz has a bit of a green shadow on him when he evolves. Shiny nowadays is orange. Some towns use Electabuzz in place of lightning rods. What do I nickname Electabuzz? It is the electric Pokemon. Look at some more Pokédex. I like that Elekid is a plug, but I don't really know what I would nickname that. Oh, you know what? I got another great idea. File. Do a different slot just in case. What do we nickname Elekid? Gen 4. It can't store the energy it makes. Huh. I know we don't get Electivire, but what does its Pokédex say? Electivire's Japanese name is Elekibble. German, Elevoltec. Electabuzz. Electek. And Elekid, yeah, it just stays Elekid. What its newest dex entries say. The new games have fun dex entries. Ooh, what does Legends say? Okay, where's the gen? Am I missing something? Yeah, when I clicked on Gen 9, the gens thing disappeared. Okay, Elekid. In Legends. They generate electricity by spinning their arms. During a thunderstorm, if one hears the lively voices of children out in the wilderness, what one is actually hearing are the voices of Elekid. Huh. Feeds on electrical energy. During sudden showers beneath the looming thunderclouds, one can observe Electabuzz scaling tall trees, where the Pokemon will wait for lightning to strike. And its evolution was induced by an unusual item, and its electrical output rises along with its heart rate. From its tails, it can release an electric current measuring 20,000 volts. That doesn't only come with a nickname, though. What do we nickname Elekid? I'm gonna do a quick Fire Emblem Heroes login. See, the thing is, there's no, like... I don't know who uses specifically Thunder Magic, except for, I guess, Reinhardt. Does Elekid look like... Does Electabuzz look like a Reinhardt? Here, you know what? Because we're here. We have a spring banner, an old spring banner free summon. Am I missing anybody off this banner? I'm missing somebody off this banner, but I'm gonna go for blue because I like blue. Ta-da! Here we go. Who are we gonna get? Is that a 3-star? I think that's a 3-star. We're just getting a Gwendolyn. That is not also gonna be what we nickname our Elekid. Actually, this is a female. Can't even go with Reinhardt. I guess I go with Olin, but that's also kind of lame. Do I have that Crom? origin. Yes, I do have that Crom. Okay. Okay, I guess our options are chosen. There's no blue orb. No Lucina or Xander. That's at least a 3-star. Oh, Scarlet. I think she's pretty new, so I don't really have her yet. I've got a couple. Anyway. It's blue mages that use thunder in this game. But I'm not sure any of these mages have things that'd be like, oh yeah, that's a thunder mage. Could name it after Ishtar or Taltu. Actually, Ishtar is the thunder goddess, right? Yeah. Ishtar also is good with children. She protected the kids during the child hunts, I believe. And Elekid is a child. So you know what, we're going to be Ishtar. I've had great Ishtar luck, actually. I summoned a bunch of her and got her to +10. She has. I don't have any flowers into her. I don't have anything special with her kit at this point. It was fairly recent, but I've got a +10 Ishtar. And then her Ascended version has also come home to me and been very nice. So even though she's not a good IV, just nice and neutral, I do have a +5 on my Ishtar alt. There we go. I had to go a bit closer. You guys can see. So that's pretty cool. End. Oh, look at the little sparkles. Gives me a better IV too, though it's hidden power biting. But oh, it's not going to tell me about Dizzy Punch. Do I not have a way? Guess not. Well, this is going to put my playtime way up. That jumped. Yeah, that jumped a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to go back because I want to see what Dizzy Punch. Oh, yeah. Let's go off of Electabuzz. Gen 2. Back to Elekid. So this one gets Dizzy Punch. 70 power. That's a 1 in 5 chance of confusing. Okay, well now we're definitely going to save. Okay, so the question of the day. Electabuzz or Ursaring? I might leave a YouTube poll. I think that could be a good idea. Actually, let's save here right in the middle of Goldenrod. Saving, don't turn off the power. And then we will also just do this just in case again. Over that last one from before we named. So we did not get anywhere close to the Elite Four today. That's what my sister said she thought I'd get. But we caught Suicune. And we got a... You know, I guess if I had Zuko, I could have gone Azula. Since Azula does do electricity. But that's okay. Azula is more of a fire than electric. Even if she can do bend lightning. So, we got Suicune today. We have now an option, if we want, to go with an electric type. We think that fits better than normal type. Or if something else would drop off the team, it'd probably be Steve, but I kind of like Steve, and I kind of want to use... I think Scissor would be fun in the post-game. So, I'm going to end this stream off here, though. Been almost 3 hours. We definitely made some progress. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing Crystal right now. I'm kind of feeling Mario Kart again, and I've been playing Zelda, but maybe we'll do some Crystal a little bit here. At least once a week or something, but we'll see. So hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll leave probably a poll in the community tab or something, and you guys can maybe vote. Or see my team and vote, you know, on what you want. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. No stream tomorrow, but we'll see about Tuesday. No stream Monday or Wednesday. I have to work a little bit earlier in the Tuesday and Thursday, so I don't want to stay up as late. But other days, up in the air, we'll see how it goes. And the Mario Kart timesheet video is what's uploading. Hopefully that gets done. It's currently at 78%. So we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.